guidelines suggest that progression through the first stage of labour is 1 centimetre every 2 hours, so 2 centimetres over the 4 hours. So at 12:15, it would be expected that if normal progress has been made, that she'll be 8 centimetres dilated.
Okay, that's good.
I'm in my final year of midwifery. Sounds a bit silly, but sort of TV shows, sort of seeing the medical dramas, and just if a woman was giving birth on there, that was something I was always really drawn to. And sort of from there, I've always said, you know, that's the career I want to have.
Charlotte, tell me, how is Lucy doing? What's she progressing? What have you done with her so far since we've come on duty?
Okay, so since we've started our shift,
I want them to update me on how they're caring for the lady, how the lady's progressing, and by them telling me what is happening, that gives me an indication of whether they're understanding the care, whether they're understanding the things that they should be looking for, how they are learning in the placement area, and whether they are progressing as a student, because it's no good just being on a placement and staying static. You have to be learning all the time.
Just palpating which way the baby's lying.
You're coming into contact with members of the public at a very important stage of their life, and they require, quite rightly, a lot from you. And you as the midwife have to be thinking on your toes all of the time, often trying to be one step ahead and finding solutions, really, and just making sure that you are always meeting the needs of your clients.
as a minimum, we'd be doing the blood pressure every 4 hours.
I've learnt to cope sort of with nerves and sort of the whole emotion of the time in caring for a woman in labour. I think I've always been quite nervous and quite shy initially, but it's something that I've definitely worked on and just been like, you know, I've got to be proactive and think, you know, I'm there to support that woman. She doesn't need to sort of sense that I'm feeling nervous or worried about anything, and just sort of bring on a positive aspect to help her.
Much better now, 137.87.
Midwifery is a great job. It's bringing new life into the world, but it isn't just about that. It's about being part of the public, part of being involved in family life in a very intimate and personal way. And I count that as a privilege. I may never see that woman again, but there are times when people have met me outside and said, "Oh, is your name Peggy?" And I think, "Yes." And they say, "Oh, you delivered my baby." And that's just a tremendous feeling.